Let's go. I don't know how you start.
So do you
off
want
your
to
podcast.
play it in this server, or do you want to play it in another call? Like,
I don't know.
We're playing a game right now?
Mind.
Oh shit, I didn't know we were playing games.
no, we're not
The
playing games. No,
podcast.
no, 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 no,
Podcast.
no.
Podcast.
The podcast?
The
Dude,
podcast.
when I listened to old recordings of me talking when I first met you guys when I was like 13.
And you go, ew, ew, ew. Oh, excuse me.
No,
Maybe with the burp, I don't know.
No, but my voice matured a lot over
Yeah,
like
that's
the
a good
past
thing.
like 4 years. So like when I learned back, I was like, I sounds like, hi guys. I was like,
Hi guys, my name is Fred.
hi guys, it's Fred.
Yeah, it's Fred here, and today.
No, you're Tickle Me Elmo.
Oh my god.
Don't you? Oh no.
I met you wrestling
Elmo's
magic.
world. Elmo's world.
Can I just say, I did witness you grow up, though. Legitimately, I did see you grow up.
I
You mean you
know.
grew-
That's why I
you
call
mean-
you like a.
yeah.
That's why you're like
Yeah.
an older brother to me, bro.
You mean you groomed her?
No,
No, no, no, no, no, no, no.
No.
Oh no,
That's
we're not on that level. Hell no.
no.
We all know.
What?
Okay, you know what's funny? You know what's
Oh,
funny?
no.
I
Okay,
watched her grow up. I taught her everything.
I taught that girl everything she needs to know. No, okay, so
Shut up. No.
I remember. So no one knew my age because around 15, my voice got really mature out of nowhere. It went from like, "Hi guys, my name is Magic Wink," like it just dropped. Like, like puberty hit me hard, and a lot of people were thinking that I was like 19 or 20 because of the way I like my voice. I was like, okay, I was like 15, like 16ish. I don't remember my age, but I remember someone asked me, was like, "Oh, you and Yin hang out?" I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah," and I was like, "Yeah,
Are
yeah."
you
Like, cool.
fucking?
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, you guys are such a cute couple." And I was like, "What?" Because aren't you and Yin dating? And I was like,
no.
"No."
Oh no.
And he goes, "What do you
Oh,
mean?"
no.
And then
no.
at the time I was like 15 or 16. I was like, because you know how we're like 6 years apart, right? Yeah, and I think we're like 6 years. We're 6 years. What year were you born? What year were you born?
I was born in 98.
98.
Oh my
98.
god.
Yeah, we're pretty much almost if not 6 years apart.
We're
We're pretty much 6 years apart.
Yeah,
And the dude was like,
Crazy.
"Yeah, aren't you dating Yin?" I was like, "I'm 16 and he's 21." And he goes, "What?"
Hey, yo, that's legal in California now. That's all I'm saying.
No, Fred. No.
It's so weird, and I was just like, Yin's like an older brother to me. Like, why the fuck would I be like, damn, Yin, I want to date? Like, that shit's weird. Like, what? And
If
Yin
you
has
ever
never
said
seen me
that
that
word
way
to
either.
me-
I've always saw Yin as an older
Oh
brother.
my
He's always
God.
been an older brother to me. I don't know why the fuck anyone thought we were dating just because we talk.
If
I
you
don't
ever
even
said
flirt
those
with Yin. I'm like,
goddamn words. I would have
don't even-
said something.
Yeah, I don't even make suggestive jokes to you, man.
No,
Yes.
not at all.
No, I don't tell him to I tell him to get bitches, bro.
Yeah, that's the
What are you-
opposite. She wants me to get
Bitches, bro.
girls, dude.
Damn.
You have potential. You're Asian, you know how to cook, and you're not ugly. Like, I don't understand why.
Wow.
Them fucking
Oh, no.
clear lines, bro. Holy shit.
Dude, those are the dude, you know how to cook, Asian, and you're not ugly, bro. Where's your fucking girlfriend?
Listen, man.
Yo,
I just never like took
Bro,
it
she
seriously.
White
dating-
girls would eat your ass up. Where the fuck is your girlfriend?
damn.
Oh my god.
Dude, where are the
Listen.
Korea boos at? What the fuck?
But yeah, bro, but
Listen.
Korea boot, bro.
Dude.
Listen,
Dude,
man.
you really just did
Okay.
him like that.
There's a lot of things in my life that girls just cannot take my attention off of it at all. Like, I have
Weed.
horse blinders. This is the podcast right now. Like, this is the podcast
Oh,
right now.
are we actually potting?
We're not
Oh,
live.
excuse
No,
me.
I'm just recording
Oh.
it. I'm just gonna upload it.
I'm gonna get
Oh,
yelled
okay.
at.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Are we wait, we're recording right now?
Yeah, I've been recording for the past 5
You can
minutes.
edit.
Shit!
Bro, without my consent, you're getting arrested.
Yeah, man. I will soon.
Right,
Anyway,
send
what
me
an
the link, then.
interesting,
Yeah,
what
where's
an
my link?
interesting way.
Where's my link to the free stream?
Oh,
With
right,
the-
right,
all the
right.
Wait, where's my
members
Twitch
only.
drop, Ian? Where's my
Are you
Twitch
still
drop?
doing
Yeah,
that?
bro. Where's my
Listen,
plug?
listen.
I have.
Ian,
I have.
Ian,
no
if
plug.
I knew
I
you
will-
were, if
I
you
will
were
edit
recording,
it
I
in.
would be cussing a lot less. I'd be cussing
I
a
will-
lot less.
Yeah,
I will
I think I already
edit
said
it
the
in,
N word,
don't
so
worry.
rest in peace.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's easy.
Wait, like,
Yeah,
is
it's
it
easy.
live or is it like, are you recording
No,
or
it's
is
just
it live?
recording it. It's much easier for me to record it, so it's okay. There's your plug. There you go.
Oh yeah. Oh. Is this free? Free? Oh,
Wait, I
Yeah,
want
it's
to
free.
know.
It's all free.
I want to Yin.
Here,
Why
yeah.
am I not
Here
up,
you
my
go.
boy?
Here you go. Here
Dude,
go.
you know what's sad? I am so glad I have 61 followers on Twitch, but like half
Oh,
of them are
no.
bots.
Yeah, I actually like they aren't bots for me, but like literally like 7/8 don't watch anything of any content. They just are
that's
Like
sad.
dude, no, I actually had a lot of viewers on one of my Warframe streams just because Warframe was giving a drop, and I was like actually getting viewers on my channel. I was like, yeah, we're just here to get the drops, bro.
That's funny. That's funny.
At least they're being honest.
Well, what's your average? What's your average stream viewer count?
2.
She
That's
gets
me
a
and the-
solid 3 on good days, like a solid 3
Like
on
2.
good days.
Okay, hold on. I need to look at my Twitch summaries.
If
How do
I
go to
play
that?
Toho, it's typically 5, and like my cap will be like 11, like 12 for a stream.
Damn,
Toho
dude.
does really well. I'm pretty
Yeah,
happy.
12,
I mean, like my
12
last
is really
Toho-
good.
No.
My last Toho stream, according to this, got 237 views, which I think is like my highest
Oh.
views. Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate how every
what
time
I
I try to log
said.
into Twitch, I have to put in the secret passcode through my email, and I have to
I
like, get my.
know, for your phone, the Authy or whatever it's called.
Oh my gosh.
Authenticinator
Wait, the new
code.
authentication system?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like every single
Oh.
time
Ever
you log
since
in, no
that
matter
breach.
even if it's the same device that you've logged into before,
Yeah.
you need to get a
With that
code, and it's
breach,
retarded.
you gotta love it.
I used to get it through my email, but now I have to use my phone, which is annoying.
Yeah, I do. But
Everyone has to do it, man.
Okay, let's
Everyone
see.
has to do it.
I have 50 followers. It says I have 59, but Twitch says I have 61.
Wait, are you a
That's weird.
partner?
No, not yet.
She's
I'm
not an affiliate
I'm not.
yet.
I'm below the requirements for
Or
the
not?
partner.
Is
How
it,
do I?
it's not called part. Is it partner or is it?
Affiliate.
No, it's partner, it's
Affiliate,
partner.
yeah.
What-
No,
what-
it's an
no,
affiliate.
It's affiliate.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
how do I
partner is
check?
like-
How do I check that? How do I check?
There's like a
how-
checklist inside the Twitch
Yeah.
settings that you
Mhm.
find.
Settings, stream,
Yeah.
stream. No,
And then there
it's
should
not
be,
here.
like,
Channels.
You gotta
in
go into
there.
creator dashboard.
I am in
go into-
creator dashboard. I'm trying to find it.
Go on settings. No, go
Stream
under,
summary. Average viewers 1 from your last
Go,
stream.
go under settings and hit affiliate. Is there an affiliate button for you?
There's home, stream manager, insights, community, content, settings, viewer rewards,
If you hit
streaming tools,
settings, what does it
extensions,
say?
stream channel moderation.
Oh, you don't have streamer survey or
Yeah,
affiliate.
she doesn't. Yeah, she
Okay.
doesn't have it.
It should say it in there though. I think it says under community maybe or content. Here, okay, just stream. Wait, stream your stream.
Stream my stream, huh?
Yeah, stream your settings real quick. Maybe I'll tell you where you're supposed to go.
Oh no, you're gonna see all the porn I buy. I'm just
Yay, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wait,
Let's go.
underage, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
underage,
no,
underage.
no, no.
Hit
Okay.
No,
hit
no.
community. Hit no. Hit wait, fuck. I gotta remember.
Should I just do this? Just like open everything?
Yeah, honestly, at my here, hit home. Just hit home. What does home do? Where does that take you? Scroll down.
Can we see your credit card information?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I
you know
I
your
need
social security number?
Yeah,
I do.
it's-
I know it by heart.
it's
seven four two
627.
3102.
I'm writing it down, I'm
Okay,
writing
shut
it
the
down.
fuck. Okay.
it.
I'm writing it down. I'm
Copyright
writing it
managed.
down.
I have no clips.
No, it wouldn't be under
Oh my
clips
god.
or anything. It should
You
be
good
under,
viper. It
Hit
says.
insights. Hit insights. It might be under insights. Gotta go up.
Am I?
Hit like achievements.
Yeah, that's probably
There
it.
we go. Path to affiliate. Hit the path to affiliate one.
I've
You need
completed
100
this.
followers.
No, you have not completed part.
No, you need 100 followers.
Wait,
There
it's,
you
no,
go.
it's
No,
Go
I don't think
on,
you
hit
need
it.
100. No, I don't think you need 100. I think they
No,
lowered
my
it.
friends have to get 100 for affiliate.
No,
yeah.
it's 50. It's 50.
Oh
No,
wait,
it's
no,
50.
for affiliate. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
partner is 100. Partner is
You gotta
100.
get your average viewership, chief.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not entertaining, bro. I don't know what to tell you,
Bro, do you have a webcam?
dude.
No.
Well, yeah, I'm a pretty
Well, she
Asian girl,
does.
but like I'm underage. So
There
I'm
you
not
go.
gonna cover-
Okay, no, it does not matter. People on Twitch do not matter if you're underage. All right, I'm telling
Really?
you that now.
This is.
Do you
Bro,
think
I-
that's
I was
like all that
talking to
I
matters?
asked about your age.
I was
Hold on,
talking to
okay,
Blink
okay,
about this,
okay.
okay? Because you know
Not this
Blink
one.
is
Hold on, not
streaming
that
out
one.
here. Oh, not this one, not this one.
Hold on. No, I need to see. Am I Twitch thought worthy? Is this Twitch thought worthy?
What?
Is this Twitch
Yeah.
thought worthy?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
pretty much.
I think so. I think so.
I think so.
Twitch slot worthy?
I'm
I
not
think
even
it's
gonna
worthy.
say anything.
It's pretty up there. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you could do it. You could do it.
If you just like type in just like Ethot playing Siege, I bet you at least 10
Should we
people.
try? Okay,
You would
okay,
get
next
at least
stream.
10 people.
Okay, okay. Tomorrow, since tomorrow is Friday after school, I'm gonna do my makeup and I'm gonna stream with my webcam on.
Oh, let's
do it.
I'm gonna
fucking
stream
go.
with, I'm gonna
Let's
stream with my
go.
webcam on, right? And then
Grad, you gotta be with
It's
us
the
on a
horse.
5-stack, man. You gotta be with
gotta
us
what?
in a 5-stack.
okay, you guys wanna?
I got
Okay.
work tomorrow. I always work
Fuck.
night shift.
No.
So I don't know what
Damn it.
time. What time would you be streaming?
Oh, Crane's playing Genshin.
Like what time
I
would the
hate
stream be
ads.
happening? Aren't you guys Western
I
time?
mean,
Or Pacific?
no,
Oh, you can add
she's
tags?
Southern.
I probably
She's
should
the
start
Southern
doing that on my
time.
stream.
She's Eastern.
I'm the
Huh?
Western.
I don't work anymore. I quit
Yeah.
my job. I fucking hated my job.
I'm in Pacific time zone right now, so.
Eastern gang.
I'm in the
Eastern
time.
zone gang. Eastern time zone gang.
Well, here's
Eastern
the
time,
thing,
EST,
though.
EST,
Magic
EST.
streams
EST,
at like
EST.
around 4 o'clock,
ACD.
5 o'clock.
ACDC.
A B C D E F G.
STD.
No.
Southern time. Dominion.
Yeehaw time.
There you
Why
go.
did we switch the whole narrative from helping out the streamer to time zones?
Dude, this is what you see. So when you scroll down, you see donation and Instagram.
You're talking about school.
You should misspell donation.
Donation.
Yeah,
Donation.
misspell it. Like take up
Donation.
a I or like make the A into an E or something.
Wait. Oh, okay. Donation.
Perfect.
Donation.
Perfect.
Donation.
Donation.
Donation Mendes.
Donation.
Sorry.
Okay, how
I
do I
appreciate
refresh-
your
I can refresh it.
Instagram. I appreciate your
oh, shit.
Instagram.
Dude. Donation. What is my Instagram? Which one is it? Oh, it's this one?
Yeah, it's that one.
Oh, I need to get rid of this one. I mean, I need to delete some photos. Cause like, what is my eyeliner, bro? What the fuck is this?
Looking like an ABG girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete some photos. Dude, the only reason why, okay,
5 things.
the reason why I have that one is because I don't want people associating me with my main account because I post.
Oh,
Damn.
I do have your main account. Oh God.
Yeah, you don't even
You
post
post
in.
what?
I
Yeah, I
bet
don't even
if
do
I
anything.
remember
Yeah.
correctly, the last post you have, right, is you smiling with food in front of your ass, bro.
That's
Yes.
an Asian thing to do.
Yes, exactly.
You look like a Facebook grandpa. Like, shut up, bro.
I'm sure Grant knows what I look like. Grant, you know what I look like.
Yeah, you kind of look like your profile picture, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
yeah.
you always wear a cap and everything? It's been
Yes,
a while.
exactly.
Dude, I look like
Yeah.
my profile picture.
I look exactly
Yo,
mine.
I look like my Discord
Mine
profile
was
picture.
my profile picture.
Yeah,
look
yours
like a
was
bitch, yeah, you
legitimately
look like a bitch.
and no joke. When I saw you first,
Yeah, I just realized
you know
here
what?
zero
It
one
looks the same.
010100100.
You want to know what it says? You want to know what it says?
I don't
It
code.
says
I'm a
rice.
woman.
It says rice. It spells out rice.
Dude, what if it's spelled get wrecked?
Oh,
Honestly,
Grant, that
okay,
reminds me. I remember
originally-
the time you sent me a photo
Of what? Of myself?
of yourself.
I
with
probably
your,
have.
He stopped
Yeah,
it.
I remember
I
that
don't
one
really care
time.
when people see me.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
really
but
give a shit.
see
but
I
the
seen
pictures
you.
and stuff.
That's all that matters.
I do remember it. But I also remember you showing your ass like in like white pants.
What?
Yeah,
My wife? I never
you
wear
were-
white pants.
It's you,
like you were
plus
wearing
me.
white pants and then you were just like sticking your ass out.
Oh my god, that reminds me. Okay. Literally, I got a Twitch follower for once in a while, right? And he was like enjoying the stream, and then he realized, oh wait, you're a woman, and I got to unfollow.
Oh my god.
Women
That's
moment.
big.
I was like-
moment.
Oh my god.
That's Sigma male right there. Thank God.
He said, I'm not simping.
Sigma
You're not-
male.
Wow.
That's a Sigma male moment.
What a way to just like shit on someone.
Here,
Yeah.
Plus me equals
this is my
love.
Tinder picture, by the way, Yin.
Your titty picture?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I gotta see this. Hold on. Yeah,
Let me see your
it looks like
10%, let me see your
something.
10%.
It looks like something you would do, honestly.
Bell beans. I'll post
Yeah.
the fucking motion.
It
shot.
looks exactly how I would picture you doing dumb shit.
Yeah, ugly as fuck. I'm just
These are, I think these are my 2 pictures on Tinder. I think I have 2 more. There we go.
You have
It's in
2
the potion
more?
shop.
Oh god.
Yeah, I forget what the other. I gotta check my Tinder. It's been a while since I actually checked it.
Why did I read it as constructional, like as communism? I don't know why my bird said that first. I don't know.
Oh my god. I gotta appreciate the fact that you would be like down enough to put this as your Tinder photo.
Well, you can see the first one is the Belle Delphine signed Bible, and if you're not swiping right at that point,
The
I don't
first
know what
one
you're
is
doing,
like manageable. The second one though, that's a whole different story.
Hey,
Oh my
it's
God.
literally, this was at the Grand Canyon. It was literally saying this area's been set aside for individuals or groups exercising their constitutional right, which is stupid because that's implying everywhere else around the Grand Canyon you can't exercise your First Amendment right, which you can. It's fucking public property.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you. Remember how my CPU light just stopped working all of a sudden?
Oh yeah,
No.
what about it?
Continue.
Yeah, it just turned back on one day and it hasn't. It just started working again.
Hey, let's
And it
go.
That
hasn't
is my
stopped
car.
since. And it hasn't stopped since. That's what.
That
Yeah,
was in
like
my
it just
car,
turned
it's my
off. No,
automatic default.
because remember the first problem that it was just constantly red, right?
What, your
Ooh.
CPU was
Your
red?
CPU was red?
Yeah, the light would. So there's a light in the CPU, right?
Oh.
Like it like glows. There's the LED. Sorry, I shouldn't use light. There's a LED, and the LED is supposed to match. Like I have a remote that can change the color of my PC, right?
Right.
And I made it pink because that's my favorite color. And one day I looked at it, it was like it looks more red than normal. So I was changing the
looks
color and I
more-
realized the hue was red, and I was like, "Fuck!" And then one day it just turned off, and I was like, "Fuck it, whatever." And then 2 weeks ago it just turned on by itself, and I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Huh?" And I looked at it, I was like, "Yeah, the CPU light just works now. The LED just started
cooled down.
working out of nowhere."
I mean,
I hear
did
if you
you?
take the CPU fan off, right? You get yourself a
No,
nice big flat
no,
of mayonnaise.
no.
Stick the
No.
cooler back down. It's
No,
guaranteed to
no.
work.
Come
You
on.
get mineral
No,
oil.
no.
You buy mineral oil,
Okay,
okay,
you can
and
do
you
that.
douse your computer. You douse
Oh,
your
God.
computer in mineral oil. That's it. What?
Technically, you
Oh,
I've
can
seen
do that.
people do that.
You
I've seen people
actually can do that. Yeah, that is a
Yeah, no,
legitimate
that's what-
thing.
Yeah, but I've seen people put it in their ports, and I'm like, oh, please.
Yeah, you can just fucking drop your CPU in there to clean it off because mineral water doesn't have like the shit that does shit. I don't know.
So I like vodka.
Nice description, Grant. Nice description of you.
I know Microsoft made some like water shit where it's like they made it
made
so
water?
that water will boil at a lower temperature so that it cools the CPUs more. It's like they literally just dip the fucking servers in water basically. Like this like scientific water they created. And it's like,
Oh,
it's
love
like a
science.
coolant.
old school
That's pretty
water
interesting.
cooling. Old school water cooling. Got it.
Okay,
Literally,
documents. Electronic arts.
Oh, yeah,
systems.
weren't we supposed to talk about your ideas for anime?
Oh yeah. I gotta whip them out real quick. Let's see what's like.
Oops.
He has a
There's
whole
stuff.
screenplay ready. No joke. He
Alright,
has
I need to take a
screenplays
shit and
ready.
shower. I'll be
Screenplay.
back in like 30 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll catch you later, Magic.
In the middle of the
29 minutes
Yeah,
of me
keep that in the
shitting.
podcast. If the podcast isn't half an hour long, then she's just not gonna do the rest of it.
Yeah,
Is it
she's-
is it a
she's
podcast
on.
or a short story? I don't fucking know.
It's a podcast.
Alright.
It's the pod.
Yeah, she's about to hit
It's the pod. Yeah, it's the pod.
When to hit the pod. When shit hits the pod.
Anyway,
Wait, that's actually a
continue.
funny
You
title.
said something about some sort of anime idea that has to do with a train in a battleship having a baby.
Wait, what? But wait,
Uh,
kind of. Wait,
Wait.
I had to think about what was said there. Well, where the fuck is my fucking ideas list? Holy shit!
on your
I
notepad.
gotta buy that Belle Delphine thing in a second. I'll just show you the Belle Delphine. I have to.
You're
I'm
just
gonna
on a Belle Delphine fever dream.
What do you mean fever dream?
I don't know.
It's
I'll
not a
die.
dream, Mom. It's not a phase. I
It's-
swear.
I think.
Where
Are you
is
sure about
the
that?
fucking? Oh
Are
my
you
god.
sure about that?
Yes. I'm going to shoot myself if I can't find this fucking document. Or it's not even. It's a notepad.
That's
Yeah, that's what I said.
Notepad
It's in
file.
Notepad. I told you it was a Notepad. You told me it yourself.
Yeah, I can't find. I'm just gonna open up Notepad. Is there like a Notepad open? will be like the first thing. Oh, there it is. Thank God it is the first thing. All right. So are we going down the list?
Yeah. Just go down your list. Go for it.
All right. So here we. Okay. So we got. All right. We got the bowling. Bowling. Okay. So we have to set the scene. Like I did.
Yeah.
There's so many different sports anime out there. You got volleyball, like that Hyaku, Jenko, Haku. I don't know what the hell it's called. You got the baseball anime, which is surprising that Japan's so big in baseball. Wait.
That parkour one.
Baseball is so big in Japan. There we go. Not the other way around. Anyways, yeah, you got all these big sports animes, right? And you know what's something that was big back in the day and is making a comeback now? Bowling. Okay. All right. You know we don't have an anime of bowling.
Bowling.
Right? So
Oh
hear me
God,
out.
we're talking about this again, are we?
Yeah, we are. We're going through all of them, even ones you didn't hear. So bowling, right? Imagine what you can do with bowling, okay? You could have, like, stand power equivalent of bowling. Like, literally, like, you can start off with the easy stand powers like JoJo did. You can have some fire power that blazes the track or just puts some fucking, like, ash on a fucking alley so it's more smooth. You know, that's a mechanic. That's what the solution they put on the alleys are in the first place, to make it more smooth so that it and then the dry spots at the end so that it can curve. Anyways, there's a lot of science behind bowling. But you have electricity. You could have so many special powers with these bowling things, and the other person has to figure out what this guy's power is. Of course, we need to have a good power for our main character too. Don't know what power that can be. It has to be something quirky, not something too OP to begin with, but maybe it's when they bowl more, they get better at it, right? So anyways, we would have a high school bowling team, okay? They all come together, don't know how. They're gonna do their shit, they're gonna bowl competitively. Let's say they win, number one in the state, okay? This would be a state, if it was America. If it was Japan, maybe number one in a varsity league of Japan, or junior varsity, right? So they win, right? And then season 4, maybe season 3, we gotta at least have 2 seasons for the main one, half of the high school year for the first one and the other half for the next one. Anyways, right? So they're all in office jobs. One of them's an office worker, right? Just want to shoot their brains out. They're not having a fun time. The other one maybe is retail. We just gotta look at jobs, just type in something jobs Japanese people hate. All right, and then I guarantee you we can find jobs that would make people want to kill themselves, or probably do kill themselves.
Jesus.
Anyways, so we continue on down that path, right? These people will quit their day jobs, because they hate their day jobs, okay? And we're gonna think one of them, maybe the leader of a group, whatever his/her name is going to be, will be yo, we need to bring back the bowling squad. So they're gonna go back together, and then they're gonna bowl professionally, and we're professional. Maybe we can make it, instead of it being a national league, we make it an international league, an international bowling league, where they go against the best of all the other states, right? Or countries, right? So then you have a broader diversity here, so that you can touch down on more demographics here. And they could be traveling to different countries in the show. Therefore, you can make merch exclusive, because they might visit this quirky place in Germany, this quirky place in Paris, and maybe America, probably.
Quirky place.
Paris.
Quirky place.
Right? And so you can make merch from these places. People will go there and be like, yo, this is the place they visited before they went bowling at this bowl. I don't know if there's really any popular bowling alleys that people do professionally. I don't know. I would have to look into that. I did my research there. But of course, they would probably win at the end, and blah, blah, blah. They live happy ever after, right? So that is our main kind of sports / slice of life anime for bowling. All right, that's our number 1. That's our numero 1 in our list here. So we got 2, which is the fishing with Miyagi. Not the name, but this is just what makes it so I can remember what's going on here. Again, I will say all of these were made relatively fast on the spot, but it was
on the spot and very late at night.
Yes, both a great combo. So basically, what this one has, because we want to get down with the Japanese people. I have several questions. Oh, that person's not even in my fucking voice chat. Are they questioning my pictures? Hold up. Wait, we gotta see if this Sakura has to say. Hold up, let's see. All right, here we go. Yeah. Go on, then. Chap. Come on, chap. Anyways, let's continue. So these first ones are we're gonna get down with our normal Japanese person, our normal worker might do and shit. You know what they have a lot in Japan? They have a lot of fishermen in Japan, right? They wake up at like 4 in the morning or like 3 in the morning. They get out on the ocean at like 4. Those people are mad lads, right? And so we're making a fishing anime because I feel like there aren't a lot of those out here, right? But basically, so this is what we're gonna have. All right, so old dude, like maybe in his 40s. Think of it as like the Karate Kid if it was based on Miyagi instead and Miyagi's point of view, right? So basically,
fishing with Miyagi.
Karate Kid is
I
like
knew it had to do something stupid. I just knew it had to do something stupid.
Wait. What do you mean something stupid?
Because you alluded me the title of like Miyagi had to do with anime, and I knew it had to do like something ridiculous. Yeah.
So here we go. So he goes fishing, right? He fishes. That's his living, right? He might get like prawns if you're gonna be a little Aussie with it. Maybe some shrimps. You know, he gets everything, right? He gets the fucking tilapies, but right?
Tilapia.
He gets all the fishes of the ocean. All right. And so, blah, blah, blah. Let's say he starts getting, you know, it's repetitive every day, blah, blah, blah. And then he meets a kid, okay? Because there was this program back in like 2012 in Japan, all right? Where you could, basically, you could call up this fishing company and you could ask them to set an alarm for you, right? And so, like, let's say I need to wake up at Sunday at 8 in the morning. Right? You call that to them, they put it in their system, right? And then at 8 in the morning on Sunday, they call up one of their fisherman buddies that have been up, and then the fisherman calls you to wake you up, right? And then you get to talk to the fisherman, and you go back and forth like, oh, you catch anything good tonight, son? Yeah, or how's the water? Yeah, right, that, right?
How's the sky?
And that was a real thing, right? I think it may have stopped, but it was a real thing, and it actually got, like, really good reception in Japan, right? So what if we started our fishing show with that, right? Maybe some kid needs to go to something, maybe a date, maybe some kind of big thing, right? He sets this up. He gets an old man that calls him. They're talking back. He's like, yo, I've always wanted to fish, blah, blah, blah. And the old man's like, yo, how about we get you on the ship one day? And he's like, yo, bet, right? And he hops on the fish. And obviously this would somehow go into
hops on the fish?
fishing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, hops on the boat to fish.
He jumps on a marlin.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he hops on a fucking marlin over here. Doesn't take the boat. But they're fishing, right? You know, they do be doing a little bit of fishing out here. And of course, we're going to get into competitive fishing at some point, right? You know, catching bigs. Like, we're going to find that this young fisherman's just like a fucking prodigy, right? Like the Karate Kid. Okay. So he's going to catch some like fucking massive like marlin. There you go. It's a massive swordfish or something. I don't care. I don't know what's local to Japan. Maybe like a frilled shark. All right. That'd be pretty impressive if he caught one of those. Anyways, right? And the old man's like, yo, that's fucking crazy, right? Yo, this bitch be pogging, bruh. Right? Something like that.
I want that to be used as a line. I want that to be used as a line, please.
And so he's like, I will train you how to fish even better, right? And so they're just gonna start. Maybe there's like fish bounties. All right. What if we had fish bounties? Maybe we can add that. We can probably add that to the show somehow, right?
What is this,
because,
Genshin?
Like, right, we can add something in fishing competition, right? That'd be the big thing. But the reason why the old man started fishing in the first place is back when he was in his like 20s, like let's say like 25, maybe late 20s, maybe like 27, 28, right? He was fishing with his son, right? They're fishing in like one of those like shitty rowboats, right, in the middle of the ocean.
What do you mean? Like, they're great. They're amazing.
Like shut up. This is my story, damn it.
It's my turn now.
Anyways,
I'm the star of the show.
No.
They're having a good time fishing, right? They're doing some shit. And then the kid, he might be like 10. Let's say he's like 8 or 10. He caught something. He's reeling it on in. He's getting it going. And Mr. Miyagi, obviously his name would not be Miyagi, because that would be ripping off Karate Kid, which we're clearly not doing. So he's like, oh, you got this, reel it in. You know how you always get your kids, but you want them to reel it in themselves so they get that sense of accomplishment. Well,
really
sucks for the kid. The kid gets fucking brought overboard because it's too heavy, and he just fucking gets eaten by the fish.
Like tragic.
Hole.
What
we're
the
talking
hell?
like
So dark.
solid hole.
Why did it get so dark?
Under the ocean, he's trying to help out
yeah,
the
it's a slice of
son.
life,
How
I
to
forgot.
grab from the hand, and a fucking like giant ass catfish or something just fucking gulps the kid, just completely engulfs Jonah and the whale
Jesus.
type shit. Right? Man's fucking gone, and Mr. Miyagi's like, yo, what the fuck just happened? And it's just having like
I don't
this
think that's
mega
his
depressive
reaction.
scene, right? I mean, yeah, I think it's probably worse than that, right? He's having like his giant like fucking attack here, his depression attack, right? And he's trying to catch a fish. He's trying to get his son back, right? And he just can't, right? And so every day he goes out at 4 in the morning so that he might have one shot to see his child again. And that's why he goes fishing. That's like the kicker. That's near the end we find that out. That's not anything we find out in the beginning, right? But of course at the end we're gonna catch the fish. It's debatable if the kid's gonna be alive or not.
Yeah, it's debatable if the
to be
kid is
realistic.
alive, right?
It depends on how we want it to roll. We can make a kid live at the end or not. He just dies. Doesn't
Yo,
matter.
he's been surviving
right?
for the past 20 years in a fish gullet.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's like preserved in there. Some funky shit. Who knows? You could probably BS it. But basically, at the end, the very last episode, maybe second to last episode, he catches a fish. This fish catching episode might be like a 2-episode long thing, right? Gotta have that prep time and reeling it on in, and then actually catching it afterwards. So I feel like it's like a 2-episode hour arc right there. So at the end, he catches the fish, saves the son if the son is even alive. That's to be determined. And Mr. Miyagi's happy, and I don't know, maybe Mr. Miyagi just retires because he has no point in fishing anymore. Because the ocean took his son from him, so he has no need to take from the ocean anymore. And you can do some meta shit like that. So there's that one. There's that one. There's that entire show, Fishing. Fishing with Miyagi. That's our code name for it, right?
Someone's gonna take this idea and actually make it, and you're not gonna get any royalty from it.
I know. It's gonna be so
This is why I don't say. I'm not gonna say any of my film ideas.
Podcast, like if I release this
released,
podcast out in the public, it's all free game.
But I have
That is
proof
true.
that I came up with it.
Well,
I
you
have
better
proof.
put
This
it
is
in
creative
like.
license.
Well, you better get your
Creative
license for it then.
Bro,
So
I
then-
know. I better get that trademark in here, bro. But you see, they wouldn't know how to continue the show. I would know how to continue the show. You see, I'm.
I mean, people
brave,
are pretty creative. People are creative, man.
Oh, he's
Bro, if they
very
were so
creative. Believe
creative-
me. Trust me,
if
he
they
is
were so-
extremely.
No, but I'm saying other people, like, if they were to continue the show, they would go off
If
track.
they were
but
so
they'd take your
creative,
concept.
how come the show doesn't already exist?
Because there's a bunch of other shows that they're
Yeah.
working
River
on,
monsters,
you know?
bro.
Stupid.
River monsters.
No, can I eat your
River
pancreas?
monsters, bro.
I haven't seen it, but I know the title.
So, but the next one is the one that is probably the biggest one of all of us, because it's the overarching thing that connects everything.
Yeah,
together.
it connects everything.
Which
It's so
is the
meta.
They're all
suicidal
related.
office
Bowling and
worker.
fishing. I can't believe they're related.
Dude, it's so meta. It's honestly so meta.
my
You gotta
God.
hear this for the first time, honestly.
All right. So we got our suicidal office worker, the typical Japan experience, right? We're talking like that, like 100-hour type week, maybe 80-hour type week, like, the thing that really wants you to fucking karoshi yourself. I'm pretty sure it's a Japanese word for working oneself to death, right? So he's having a shit life. He has to wake up early in the morning, like let's say maybe say he goes at like 8. He doesn't get off till 10 p.m. So that's like what, a 14-hour work day right there. Maybe we can make it longer. It depends on what happens. Anyways, he's going for life. Everything sucks for him, okay? He wakes up, the entire artistic perspective would be darker. So the colors would be more mute. The perspective would just be
He's got
more
the coloring.
shadowy, and more everything would just be darker in this first episode, right?
It gets
It's a
even
bit-
better,
Is
believe
it
it or
more
not. It gets
gray?
better.
Like,
It gets
all
way
gray?
better.
Yeah, it's more gray in the first episode.
gray
Because
tones?
Yeah, because he's kind of depressed here, and so he doesn't have that energy from life. He doesn't have that lust for life type Iggy Bop beat going on here.
Not
if you
Iggy
get the
Azalea, that's for
reference.
sure.
No, Iggy Bop. Is his name Iggy Bop?
Iggy
What's his
Bob.
name? Like,
I don't know.
Iggy. Fuck. I think. Wait. I could just
Iggy
type in the
Pop?
song. What did I just
I don't know.
referenced it? Shit. Lust for life. I just type in lust for life. Yeah. We go. Fuck yeah. Iggy. It is Iggy Pop. I was right. Okay. Here we go.
Damn.
Anyways, So he's going through his depressing life. You know,
I
he
feel
sees
embarrassed.
he sees all these people running around, being happy, little children walking or running around on the sidewalk. He sees like a couple together, you know, having happy. He looks at it and he just has his same depressive look, no changing, only self-hatred inside, right? Going to his work, coming home, he might trip in a puddle, trip over something. It's just not his life is just not worth living, right? Because of how long he works. So next day, he calls out of work for the first time ever. Okay, first time ever, because that's that Jap type of lifestyle we got going here. And instead of going to work, he goes to the suicide forest, right? I was trying to remember Jap.
No, not that one.
So he goes to the suicide forest, the same one that Logan Paul went to, and and he's walking on the path.
Where you at?
Right, walking on the path. He is completely. He's going to kill himself, right? Like, he is completely set on this. He's accepted. He has no family. He has no friends left because his life is working at this point. He has no relationships, not even a pet. All right, no. Well, we can make him have a cat. He has a pet cat, and he's going to leave all his possessions to that cat because that's how depressing his life is. He's got nothing to leave it to. Anyways, he's walking down the path. You know how there's a path that you can take in the forest. And you're never supposed to stray from the path, right? And so he takes off his shoes, he takes off his suitcase, 'cause that's typically what they do. Or, you know, he takes his suitcase on the sidewalk and he walks off the path, right? And he sees some Shinto shit. I don't care what it is. It can be a kitsune, it can be a kappa. I don't care. It just gotta be something Shinto, because that's Japanese, right? It could be a tanuki. You're right. It could be a tanuki. It's just gotta be something. And the Tanuki Shinto shrine thing is like, yo, chief, trust me, you don't want to do this, gamer. So many people have gone in here, killed themselves.
Has to be gamer.
A gamer. So many people come in here, kill themselves. Not a fun time. Not poggers. Not Daijobu. You stop. And so, you know, he talks with a business guy, and, you know, he's probably going through like some actual deep existential shit happening here, the Kappa Tanuki thing. They're talking, and then the last frame, last frame of the episode is just a shot of, like, you know, some leaves blowing, like the sidewalk,
just
or,
a shot,
you know, the path where the shoes and the suitcase are, right? So it's ambiguous whether he killed himself or not. But the next episode, next time on, right? He's happy. The entire vibe, the entire perspective is now up. It's now bright, right? It's back to being energetic. Not that it ever was, but now it's energetic. It's not depressing anymore. He's happy. You know why? Because he decided he's going to quit his job. He calls into work and he says, you know what? I'm out of here. I fucking quit. So he's gone. He's out of that bitch, right? And so my man, he's got some fucking bank. He's been working like 20 years, maybe 30 years straight, right? Only for this office businessman work, right? And he hasn't spent really anything because Asians, no offense to you guys. It's not really offense. But you guys are just stingy with your money. You guys like saving,
yes,
right?
we are.
So my
exactly.
man,
we are very stingy.
My man has
Absolutely.
saved up a fucking fortune.
Know how to use your money.
Exactly. My man, because he has nothing else to do, right, except for work. So my man has saved up a fucking fortune, right? And so guess what he does? He decides, because from a childhood, that he really liked this one specific thing, which he really loved Itatai cars. So he decides to make an entire Itatai car racing league, basically. And what I mean by league is he gets himself a driver. He gets himself a dope-ass Itatai car, which you can stick any branding on there you want, by the way, if you're able to get a big enough company or whatever, right? Or your own, right? Because you can sell merch of that anyways. Stick it on there, and then you make that driver fucking race for you for money. Okay, so he basically just says, fuck it, racing time, right? And so he puts all his money into Itatai car racing. Alright? Because that's what he wanted to do. That is what he wanted to do. Everyone said, don't do. That's fucking cringe. It's called Itatai for a reason, because it's fucking painful. Go get yourself your business job. And he's just fucking done with it. He wants to live his dream, and so he makes his Itatai car street racing group, right? That's what happened. Yeah. And so, as I said, he gets a car, dope-ass car maybe, because he's a little rich. He gets himself a racer, he picks off the street. I don't know how we could make it kind of comedy. He literally just fucking picks up like a hobo off the street and makes him drive. That could be kind of funny. Anyways, right? And so he's driving, but his entire life is happy now because now he's setting up in something he wants to do. And so he has his own Itatai car, of course, because he has to advertise for his racer, right? So he goes around driving his car like that. And let's say he starts finding happiness in his life, right? So he might be walking down, going to a race, right? Or maybe picking up something from a racetrack or a street, because if it's a street race, depending on which one. Or, probably does both. Anyways, and he might meet this chick, right? He's like, damn, fucking fine ass right there. Not like an actual fine, you know what I mean? Yeah,
She's
like
in her
a
40s
fine
as well.
chick right there. That's
She's
what I mean.
also in her
right?
40s.
Yeah, maybe she's in her like 30s, right? How about that?
Wow, he's really going for it. Damn.
Yeah, I know. You know why? Because he doesn't fucking care anymore. You know, I mean, he is living carpe diem now. Okay, he is living his life to live it, right? And so he finally finds up the nerve.
Boy.
He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna talk to her. So he talks to her. They talk. You know, they go out to either go to a cafe or whatever Japanese people go to. I don't know. And they come back. I think they go to cafes. I know Starbucks is still big over there.
They
And
go
so,
to small mom and pop shops.
yeah, but yeah, like a small pop and ma like cafe, and like cup of mana, not like cup of mana. And they leave the cafe, blah blah blah. They're talking, right? And let's say like the woman's car, it broke down, it doesn't start, right? And he walks her to her car because he's a gentleman first and foremost. And even though I don't think a lot of Japanese people are like that. If anything, I think that's what. Yeah, there's actually like I think there was like a survey taken between female Japanese women, and they wanted Japanese men to be more like gentlemen, like like American wise, like holding the door open, all that shit, because they just don't do it. But let's just say our man is also into that Western culture, and he likes that Southern hospitality type heat, right?
Southern hospitality.
Southern hospitality.
So my boy is like, he walks him to the car. She's like, fuck, my car doesn't work. And he says, oh, I can give you a ride home. And then he's like, ah, shit. Like in his mind, he's like, ah, shit, I took the fucking Itatai car. Ah, fuck. Right? Because, that shit's cringe as fuck to most people, right? And he's like, yeah, and he's walking as slow as he can to the car, taking the longest route possible. And then he finally gets to a car. The camera goes onto a car, right? Like a perfectly normal car. And she's about to get into that car. And he's like, wait, that's not my car. This is. And he points, and it's just this fucking Itatai car. It could be the most degen, etchy looking shit ever, right? And she'll say something like, wait, really? And then he's gonna be like, yeah? And then she's gonna say something like, yo, I love Itatai cars, right? Something like that. It was just completely out of the blue, and he's just not even gonna expect it. Finds out maybe she's a geek, whatever, right? Of course he's gonna get friends for racing, blah, blah, blah.
He's a geek for Itatai car.
Yeah. Like, maybe she loves anime, I don't know. Our character probably likes anime if he has Itatai car shit, right? And so he was a hidden otaku. Now he's out there, doesn't give a shit. So he goes out there. He makes his friend for a racetrack with a driver. He's great friends with a hobo he picked off the street. Probably on alcohol. He's probably gonna die in his 40s because alcohol poisoning. Anyways, the driver, not the office worker. Anyways, so his racing the racer's a fucking beast. So obviously it would switch kind of perspective back and forth, so we would get a little bit of both worlds here. And so bam, racer's doing pog. He wins a huge tournament. Blah blah blah. They get some money. Right. He's doing pog. They beat the racers. There's some rival racers, all that fun shit, right? Our band's a beast, whatever. I don't know what car we'll have him drive. We can have him drive whatever car, whatever seems funky. At the end of the show, blah, 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 they win, fun times. And then next, the thing is every single anime here is they're all going to connect back to the business now. They are all in the same universe. So, for example, Fishing with Miyagi will end up as a newspaper article about how Miyagi's son was found alive in a fish's stomach that you'll see in like maybe 10 seconds in the show, right? So you'll be able to see that, and it's like, yo, that's the same universe type shit, right? But bowling, we can do that too. But bowling, you remember I said the other guy quit his job as an office worker to go bowling?
Yeah.
That is our depressed office worker's friend. One of those are our depressed office worker's friend. But of course he has no more friends because he quit his office job. The first guy to go bowling, right? So that's how it's connected there. And then... Alright, I'll be more quiet. And then... We have our fourth one, which is one I haven't told Yen yet. I don't think Jewel knows.
Oh my god.
I haven't thought about this one too much. But
I'm
this
excited. I'm excited.
I kind of like this one because this one kind of hits hard to home. So I feel like there's some funny stuff. It's going to be like a comedy. It's basically, there's a lot of quitting people's jobs in this one. I don't really know why.
Yeah, you're really about like going against the grain. That's what your show seems to be about.
We're breaking the mold out here, right? Like shooting stars. Anyways, like funny.
Oh,
anyway,
wish right now.
So this is the title. I doesn't have the actual title, but this is just the title to help me remember what it's about. So it literally says, "I'm fed up with my job, networking time show." Right, and what that means is like, you know, networking, right? Everyone, you got to network for your job, or if you're doing your own freelance work, right? So my man is like, he had a traditional retail job or something. He quits. He wants to do something fun, right? And my man needs to know how to network. So he gives all of these wacky events, all of these wacky places like conventions. Even go to a fucking furry convention, whatever. If he's desperate, not depressed, but you know,
depressed.
He is depressed. He is depressed. He's going to furry convention. He's depressed.
And so he's going through all of these wacky events, and he's just trying to network with people. He's just trying to connect to all of these random people to like sell him a product. Like maybe he has some product he wants to sell, or maybe he's doing like streaming or some shit. Whatever you want it to be, it can be something, just something freelance work. And so literally the entire premise is him going to zany things, connecting with people, maybe finding like the weirdest guy and actually being able to network with him at the end of the day, and all these normal people just don't have anything to do with him. And then through the show, whatever his company is, whatever he's doing is just going to get bigger. And the show is basically just going to be based on his awkward conversations with these equally, if not more, awkward people that he's going to have to talk to. So that's basically the show premise. And I see
it's like Yes Man with extra steps.
I don't even know what Yes Man. I've heard of Yes Man, but I don't actually know what Yes Man's about.
That's
But
a Jim Carrey movie.
oh, is it? I don't think I've seen that one.
You know, it's Click with Adam Sandler. Okay, sorry.
That's a good one.
But anyways, and then of course we can connect that, and we can have that guy end up getting you know, he's a freelancer, right? So he does his own work. We can have our suicidal depressed office worker hire him for networking in his racing stuff, right? Connecting him with stuff, kind of like a what's the word? Like, I don't know, like a connector kind of guy, kind of like a diplomat for the racing car show stuff. And
He's
so
a
that's that
manager?
one.
A contact.
Yeah, I guess
He's a
could be
manager?
I guess he's
a contact.
You know, you're right. You could be. You're a contact manager. Sure, we want to make him. So you know, he's having those zany things. He might even get to like
He's
maybe
zany.
Yeah, zany. Yeah, you can name him Zane maybe. And we could, you know, maybe he gets abducted by aliens one episode. He's trying to social network aliens, and maybe he gets a contact, right? It's just like all over the place,
Don't
right?
you hate it when you get abducted by aliens? Like I
and you have
do.
you have to social network of aliens, like. Now there you go. See, there's an episode right there, right? And so of course it's just gonna be all over the place. It's gonna be a funny, light-hearted show. And then we got the next one is one Yin heard of, which is the interdimensional train killing being.
Yes.
Trains.
Yes.
So basically, how this one would work is let's say, okay, so Japanese people like trains, right? And I feel like there isn't too many train-based animes. There might be a couple, but I don't. It's definitely not as really huge genre out here, right? You know what else Japanese people like? They like Gundam. I think everyone likes Gundam. Gundam's beast, right? So hear me out. Hear me out. So we got ourselves an old conductor. Let's say he's like 61 or something. He's retiring from being a train conductor, right? New kid comes into town. Maybe he's like 21, maybe 20. You know, maybe even 18 if you want. Maybe we can go shonen and make him 6. No, like 18 or something. He gets on a train. You know, he got hired. He's like, yo, all right, bet. Train conductor, it pays pretty good. Fit a bet, right? And so the old train conductor gives him his keys, or give him his whistle, not his keys. Both, actually. How about that? Both. You kind of need keys to, you know.
Yeah, you kind of need those important things to start a train.
No,
Yes.
you don't. You just need to use your mind. If you can believe hard enough, you can.
So he's gonna get the keys in the whistle, right? And the old man, he's gonna put some he's gonna talk, be nice, blah blah blah, and he's just gonna say something like he's gonna say some line, all right, some line that's like a little maybe not edgy, but like it ticks off a new guy. He's like, well, what is that all about, right? And so he goes on the train, he starts it, he's having a normal, you know, bringing people to work, going to each stop, right? And then during one part, he sees this hole, this kind of gaping hole in the wall, right, in this brick wall. And only he can see it, right? So he's going on by. He's calling the radio on Milwaukee, and he's like, "Hey, is there like what happened over here?" And no one someone says like, "What happened? Nothing happened, right? Blah blah blah, right?" To go through his normal day, he's trying to figure out what that is, right? Next day, you know, he thinks to himself, I wonder if that could be, right? And so he's fiddling around with what he was given by the conductor, right? He got the whistle. He hasn't used the whistle before, right? And so he decides to blow the whistle one day right before he's about to grab anyone. Like, maybe, like, 10 minutes before that downtime that train conductors have, right? Because, there's always those, like, secret, like, train tracks in Japan and, like, anywhere, right? Just kind of think of it like that, but not. And so he blows the whistle, and then out of nowhere, his train just comes alive, and it goes off the rails, okay? And it creates its own rails going to that gaping hole in the wall, right? It's going by itself. He wonders what's happening, right? And then he goes through the portal, and he's in a whole new dimension. Like a whole new world kind of thing. Like, we're talking like... Yeah, that. We're talking like that type of whole new world, right? And basically, he finds out that he has an interdimensional traveling train, right? And obviously, throughout the show, he might see some, like, big monster, some big creature, right? And the train obviously is, like, self-sentient as well, right? Like, semi-sentient. And so he's talking, the train's talking back to him, and he's like, yo, what the fuck, right? And blah, 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 he finds out that this is actually... Like, it's a transport train, but as well, it can also be used as, like, a fucking, like, weapon. And basically, think of it like this way. The way this train would be able to take down these intergalactic monsters, these interdimensional beings, is basically, you know how old naval warfare was done, right? Cannons on each side, and they shoot, right? In one direction, they don't really rotate too much. Or really move that much. That is basically what we're going to have the train do. If the train's going to have this, like, obviously it does its little civilian stuff, so it's not sketchy. But once it's out of the main world, or when it chooses to, it can just send out all of its fucking weaponry, like missiles, fucking, like, cannons if you really want to, like some dope-ass laser cannons. Don't tell me how that works. But it's going to work somehow, and we're going to make it work. And so it shoots from the side, and it's taking these damn giant, like, Godzilla-type beasts down with him, right? And, of course, he's going for these, and that might not every episode would be like that, but some of them will. And basically, he finds out his train is something, right? It's his own being, and that it needs these certain things to get even better. And so he goes throughout these different dimensions, looking for these certain objects, or buffs, so to speak, to power the engine to make it even better, right? And so what will the end goal be? Obviously, basically getting the equivalent of a stand arrow for your train and making it basically god tier, right? And of course, he's taking all of these other people that are trying to rush to do the same, or these monsters that are, like, grabbing it and trying to take stuff, or helping people throughout the day. And so he's basically just an interdimensional train killing being thing guy with cool trains. hence the note I wrote down in my notepad. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. See, I mean, can you tell me if that's an anime that exists right now? No. And the thing is,
No.
marketability. We can easily have a Shinkansen, right? In Japan, we can have the same decals of our main train or different trains in the universe, and basically we can advertise using one of the most, if not one of, the most used transportation system in all of Japan. The trains. And bam, there you go, marketability. You can make product, you can make shirts, you can put that on real trains. You can do so much with that when it comes to
He's thought so much into this, no joke.
The money you can make off of it is kind of bonkers, right? And of course, this would all come back to our suicidal office worker, because this is one of the trains he uses for his daily work. Bam. Because remember, this guy is still doing his train stuff. He's still bringing people back and forth. It's just in between he's not, right? And so he has to make that deadline. There we go. That's a good one. He has to make the deadline before he has to get to his next train, right? And he has to be right on the dot, right?
Those damn deadlines.
Japanese people. Exactly. And so they're always apologizing when the trains are a couple minutes late, right?
A minute,
go.
Like,
That's the
30
reason.
seconds late.
That's the reason why it's late. There you go. Because it's killing interdimensional beings in different worlds. Through a portal that it can create, because it's a train.
He's thought about everything about this one story.
Too.
Did
you know though
into this.
that Japanese trains take the rumbling energy, like the walking footsteps of the people on the train stations, and use that to make energy?
That's pretty cool. It can't be too much energy, but it definitely probably does help.
But it makes a lot, because a lot of people walk through those trains. So yes, they're very active.
But like, how much energy is that? Because you gotta think.
I don't know, enough to power.
Here, let me just Google.
Yeah, you're gonna fact check here. Been a bet. But where's the train line? We still have 6 more to go.
Don't worry, we got it all night.
Oh, I was gonna head out because I gotta go watch some Game of Thrones.
Damn, you're missing the autistic kid tripping balls, bro. That's the note I wrote down.
No.
You're missing that
Oh
one.
no.
Middle
I
school.
gotta watch Game of Thrones. I'm on season 7, and I'll miss the pod. But...
Ended. Game of Thrones is ended, Chief.
Yeah, so I'm just finishing.
We've been watching it on your own time.
No, I've been watching it with my friend this entire time. You can't stop the. We've watched 6 seasons together. We can't like just be like, okay, we're gonna watch season 7 and 8 on our own. No,
Tell him watch it tomorrow.
No, we're starting season 7.
You're starting it. That means you can easily procrastinate it. Oh my goodness gracious.
We already have been. It's been like a couple weeks since we haven't even started it because season 6 was like done a couple weeks ago. But I've seen it.
Okay, so it is about 2.4 million people pass through the Shibuya station every single day. 0.1 millimeter or 0.1 milliwatt or watt, I should say, is created. So you can create about 240,000, maybe more than that. 240,000
shy. That's a lot of energy.
Yeah, that's a lot of energy.
That's a lot of energy.
It could power up like a few lamps, few lights here and there.
But that's good though. Like it takes away
run my
from
fridge for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's just like the bare essentials. That's about it. Not really trains.
Yeah, because they have a lot of earthquakes and stuff. Because yeah, so it's better to at least have a little bit of energy than like none at all.
I mean, it's something.
You keep like the lights on.
Just lighting systems and like ticket gates. That's it.
Cooking maybe.
No, it's just
yeah, you're gonna use all of that energy for cooking.
Hey, you never know.
From a vending
you get hungry during those. I was watching a video on like someone doing prevention stuff in Japan, and I was like, that's kind of scary, but you kind of have to live through it because that's where it is.
What prevention shit?
It was like a disaster not prevention, but like preparedness type thing.
Yeah, earthquake preparedness courses. Yeah.
Yeah, and like even little kids go to this place. It's like I think it's free. But like even little kids in Japan, they do this simulator, and it's like you get to test out all these different types of stuff, like if there's floods or earthquakes.
But honestly, California is more fucked than Japan when it comes to fault lines, bro. You got the San Andreas fault. Come on, you see the movie
right
San Andreas with the Rock?
I'm right on top of it, dude.
Exactly.
Oh
fucking screwed if that thing just
I
crashed.
literally live right on top of it.
Wow, how must that feel?
Nothing. I don't even feel the earthquake. I slept through an earthquake before. Nothing.
Yeah, no, I feel it all the time. Like I have a train that passes by my house all the time, and it shakes my entire house. It's like,
yeah.
So every time, like there was once a small earthquake in my area, like because it's very rare, but it was an earthquake. But I thought it was a train. It was actually an earthquake, and I was like, oh, I guess that's how similar they are for me.
Man, I don't feel shit. I just sleep.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know, bro. Sleep.
No, I feel the train all the time.
For thunderstorms, bro. Don't. I sleep
during
for a hurricane once. Didn't give a shit. Like I already had my fan plugged in, blowing it away from my house from outside. No worries. You see that? You see that was like one of the old like hurricanes, like it's like a Facebook event for a meme, and it was like we should all plug in our fans and point our fans towards the hurricanes outside to blow it away.
Yeah, it'll blow it away, like blow its mind away.
Sounds like Florida. It definitely sounds like Florida.
Blow it away, bro. I would have done it. That sounds fair. That's legit, bro. Think about it. We get enough air, but we could blow up a hurrcane back.
We get enough air. We'll create our own pressure system that'll counteract the hurrane.
Yeah, bro. We'll blow it back to Africa, bro. I mean, what are you gonna do?
No, blow it into the Bermuda Triangle. Let it get lost forever.
True.
I'm thinking.
It actually enlarges the Bermuda Triangle. It just spreads even wider.
Shit.
Makes it a Bermuda circle, bro, as big as the hurricane. That would be an L.
Bermuda circle. No, like you add an extra line. It's now a square.
Let's do the autistic kid tripping balls, bro. Here we go. And then we'll do a Wild Western one. So basically,
Okay, I'll wait before you start, because I don't want to like be here and then I'm like, I need to leave for my Game of Thrones.
Cringe.
Listen, you'll catch up with it once I upload it. Once I upload it, you can catch up on it.
That's true.
I don't even know where. That's true. Okay, I'm gonna have a fun time watching Game of Thrones. Thanks for letting me be part of the pod. You know, it was a good time.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Yep,
I'll send it to you once I'm done. I'll send it to you once it's done.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye,
And
everyone.
I'll tell you this: it'll be at the hour mark.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay. Sounds good.
Well,
Where is this going,
That's
anyways? I don't even
crazy.
know. What
It's going on
platforms?
YouTube. Don't worry. It's going on YouTube.
Oh man.
A Yin
Oh,
Kai Yang
man.
YouTube? Oh wait, almost
I'm just using
Yin
this
Kai-
alias. We're just using this alias. We're gonna pretend.
The Yin Kai Yang drip.
All right.
Is that
Before you
Let's
start,
go.
I'm gonna head
Let's
out.
go.
Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Boy. Bro, where's the podcast episodes?
The Lo-Fi and Chill Talks. You'll be
is that
number
what we're
3.
called? Oh, we'd be number 3. Let's go. The first one has 83, bro. That's crazy. It was a stream, bro.
Now, what were you saying about an autistic kid?
Okay. So we got our middle school autistic kid. You know, not a fun time at home. Maybe molest. No, I'm kidding. That's too dark.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe like broken up parents, divorced parents. It's just a rough life at home. Like no single parent, or single child because of a brother. We don't know what happened to a brother at the beginning, but we just know that he did exist at one point, and there are pictures of him in the room, right? And so he's gone. They're always arguing, the parents, back and forth. They're divorced, but they still live in the same house, so they're still arguing constantly. He's getting bad grades because he just doesn't feel like it anymore because all of his parents are always punishing him or always hurting him or always arguing, blah, blah, blah. He's just not having a fun time, right? And the only peace he ever gains is by going outside on his little walks to school, right? Because he walks to school because both parents work like 40-hour work week. We can make this happen in America or Japan, doesn't matter. They both work like 40-hour work weeks. They're all they're all like they're in that mud, so to speak, in that quicksand. And so he's walking to work, or he's walking to school, and it's probably about a mile away. It's probably like a half-hour walk. But you see, my man's also autistic, so my man isn't exactly right on the head. And so whatever he does, whenever he's walking to school, typically, he basically starts walking, and then he ends up in his own little imaginary world, his own little dream world where he can do anything he wants, and he can have as much fun, see all of his imaginary friends, and all of this blah blah blah. And we can tie this in kind of with Omori. I might be stealing a little Omori type beat stuff here. Let's see. Every friend in his imaginary world are going to be the friends he used to have before shutting everyone out, including everyone, including his parents, about his own depressed state, right? And the only happiness, again, he finds is going through his imaginary world with his used-to-be friends and doing all of these things. And, of course, this would be a deep psychological show, all right? So this is where it's at. And basically, throughout it, it's just going to get darker and darker, right? And so he's going to be having his happy times, and then something might not feel right? And then you'll be able to tell. And even main character might say something doesn't feel right. And then he ends up at school. Because every episode will start with him maybe waking up, starting to go to school, and then every episode will end with him finally getting to school, right? So it's basically just that little stretch of time is when every episode takes place. And maybe that half hour, however long we'll make him to, walk to go to school. Anyways, so it gets darker, it keeps getting deeper, and to the point where we find out that he has all of these hidden, repressed trauma that's happened within him. Like, we find out that, it may be, the parents are always arguing. You might not see it in the show, but you'll see it through his little breakdowns throughout his imaginary world. His parents are always fighting, that, maybe they moved away recently and this is a completely new school, completely new place. Maybe that'll be one of the first ones, because that's not as dark. And then, one of the darker ones, probably the darkest one, it's going to be his brother died walking the same walk to school. Maybe he got hit by a car, or something happened to him, probably a car hit or something, when he was crossing from, the sidewalk to sidewalk. The car didn't stop when it went to a red light or something. And then he just died. And, of course, he died right in front of the little kid. But since the little kid didn't know what to do, he just froze there. In horror. right? And so they never caught the guy that ended up killing the. No, we can make him have caught the guy. It doesn't matter. Whichever one works. Whichever one we feel like. If we want to give the kid a break, basically. And so he's walking down.
We do need to at this point.
You're right.
This man has been through enough.
Yeah, it has literally gone through hell, right? And so basically, each episode, maybe after the first 3, is going to be him trying to find solace in his own state. So trying to get over the past, trying to accept where he is now, so that he can so he can actually live a future, right? So he's not always bogged down by all of these past traumas and instances, right? And so, of course, at the very end, blah blah blah, he's gonna go overcome everything. He might talk to his brother one last time in the imaginary world, and at the end, he'll resolve everything. He will have resolved his inner trauma. He won't be depressed anymore. He'll just be in a state of acceptance. And if we're gonna be meta here, that kind of works with the Japanese Taoism. Taoism's kind of an acceptance kind of belief, kind of is what it is type beat. And so we can kind of connect it to that, and that might get some Japanese people liking that. We bring some awareness to autism at the same time, or mental health, and we make an interesting show that is relatively short, maybe 10, 12 episodes long. Bam, there we go. And so that's basically the idea. It's getting over your inner traumas, and hopefully helping the viewer as well get over his/her own personal traumas, and maybe shows that life for them might not be as bad as this kid's, who's only in middle school, by the way. I want to point that out. There you go.
Wholesome anime.
Wholesome. At the end,
in some shape and form, yes.
Yeah, at the end it's wholesome, but it's more like a psychological horror. Probably. That's probably the best tag for it. Yeah, the best Twitch stream tag, I would say.
Twitch stream.
So there's that one. The Twitch stream tag. But so then we got the Wild Western American Mythic Monster Killing Spree. Wild Western guy.
Ah, yes, my favorite.
Killing mythical North American creatures.
This is by far my favorite out of the all. This is by far my favorite.
So basically, you got like Yokai Watch, right? You got hunting down or catching mythical Japanese monsters, right? And creatures and myths and all of that stuff. You know what I feel like, in my opinion, is a very slept on market? The North American mythical creature market. You almost hear like nothing about it. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty ignorant upon it myself until Fallout 76 came around and started talking about West Virginian Grafton monsters and all of those like regional mythic creatures that they added in the game. And I was like, yo, I wonder how many like other mythical creatures there are in North America. There is a shit ton. You gotta think. You got the early 1400 people that came over here to colonize. They've got their own stories. You got the Indians that have been here for thousands of years. They've got their own stories. You got like everyone's stories. The industrial, the Industrial Revolution. All of those stories, and no one actually covering them, which is a tragedy. Because imagine if we had our our Wild Western American mythical monster killer. So let's say this is down to 1860s, and this guy, he gets he's a hunter. He's a hunter before. He loves hunting deer. He does all that American Southern shit. This guy's a Southerner, definitely a Southerner. Okay, he's like a cowboy type kind of guy, right? And he joins the Confederates here, because I'm pretty sure there's not really any Civil War type beat animes out there. I don't really know if I could name it. At least American Civil Wars, right? So it's fiction. It's based on non-fiction, but it's based on the Civil War, right? And so my man's fighting for the Confederates, right? And let's say the Union forces are using monsters. They are using these mythical monsters in their armies, right? And special divisions. And my guy maybe they're releasing them on like southern towns and all of that stuff. And my guy has to go through and he has to find out how to kill each and every single one of them. Think of it as like a supernatural anime, like the show Supernatural as an anime, but as cowboys in the Wild West, killing American mythical creatures instead of every generic mythical creature like Supernatural does. Like, you could have the Headless Horseman in one of them, right? Headless Horseman is an American thing, right? You could have so many where he just kills mythical creatures all the time, every time, all the North American. Obviously, we're going to lose the war, right? Because we already know the Confederates lose the war. But you see, the thing is because he's killed so many of these mythical monsters, some of them that have turned on a Union army, he's going to get a pardon. He will get a presidential pardon from Abraham Lincoln, and he won't get arrested for any war crimes he may have committed. Which he may or may not have committed during the war. But that's how that
President
usually
Lincoln's
happens.
into butt sex.
That's hot.
There
Anyway,
is something similar to that though. It's
Is
an
there?
actual show. Yeah, I think
Are
it's
you
on like
talking about
Sleepy Hollow or
Supernatural?
Deathly Hollows.
Sleepy Hollow's
But-
actually different. I did watch that. That was a good show. It was about this one. It was primarily about the Horsemen. It was about the Horsemen and how to
Yeah,
stop the
it was
Horsemen.
part of that.
Yeah, that was the whole
But,
show.
you know,
was
it's
how to
very
stop
similar.
the Horsemen. Yeah, they go for like purgatory and stuff, trying to like literally like just stop the Horsemen in Sleepy Hollow, which was the city in the town. And so imagine that, but with every American mythical creature, not specifically just for Horsemen, and he has to
It
find a
wasn't
way.
just the Horsemen. It's like later on they changed
was,
some
like,
stuff.
Did they in a little bit?
Yeah.
I remember it was
Yeah, they fought the
primarily
Horsemen.
They got him. But think of
Yeah.
this, but on a major scale. Because I feel like Sleepy Hollow was on a minor scale. Because again, I think it was kind of based in Sleepy Hollow, so they all had to come to Sleepy Hollow. This is the reverse. This is us going after them majority of the time, right? And again, he has to find how to kill it, how to stop it. Maybe not even killing it, maybe just banishing it type beat, And so our boy will be a devout Christian because this is the South. Okay, my man's from the South. He's in God's belt, as they say down here. My boy's a Christian. And so again, he's beating up these guys. He gets a pardon, blah blah blah. Even after the war, he still fights. He still kills some things. Maybe we'll have some after the war special episodes type thing. It doesn't have to end right when the war ends. And then once he gets old, right? And so this is in the 1860s, right? He's still hunting all the way up, right? Let's say he's like 21 in his 60s or in the 1860s, right? And so let's say like the 1920s, right? Say my boy's the 20s. He's in his 20s, in his 60s. He's gonna end up being in like his 80s. Right, in his 20s. And then that's when he finally decides to pass on the mantle, right? And so he's going to pass on the mantle to this one person, right? He's going to give him his 6-shooter, because of course we have to have a dope-ass 6-shooter in here, right? Like a blessed 6-shooter type thing. Right? He's like
A
fucking
blessed.
dope, right? Like a holy 6-shooter type thing, right? Maybe one of
Holy
the relics he
6-shooter.
picked up.
Oh, I
Right,
want the
see, that's
cold. I
pretty
want the cold army to be the holy
We could
6-shooter.
have like a pretty dope name for it, like the arm of like Michael or something, like just
Arms of Michael.
some dope like angelic type like. We could take weapons from the Bible and just put it as a name for this. That'd be like you got like a spear of Longinus. Maybe that could be one of the weapons. That's more from the Christian like the fake stories that like there's been no proof to back up or the validity of those stories and just may have been made in the Middle Ages thing. But there's some pretty interesting stories in that and you could probably make references to that, and that would be pretty cool. But he brings it on to the next person. So we're in our 20s, right? We got the cool mafia. We got the Italian mob. And you know what else we got in the 20s area? World War One. We got World War One. And you know what's probably the most slept on war? Probably World War One. Right? And so it doesn't have to necessarily start in the 20s, World War One. It could start in the 40s. We could definitely make it start in the 40s, and we can have it be basically like like the son of our main character, or sorry, the grandson, and the son of our main character. Since the grandfather wanted to keep him away from all the horrors of this world, just kind of didn't tell him about anything, and passes on his gun and maybe all of his notes he got to his grandchild, and his grandchild could be. He could be in his 20s for World War II. And see, this is where it gets interesting, right? Because again, let's say that throughout this time, that maybe we got mythical monsters, but maybe we got even different things. Maybe we got man-created monsters, right? And so this is when we put a little spin on everything, right? And so we can have both. Probably more mythical monsters than man-created monsters, but that can still be an interesting thing, right? Like the Manticore, for example. We could say that's a man-made monster, even though that's a mythical, whatever, right? Anyways, so our main man is going to get sent to North Africa. Because who the fuck thinks of North Africa, right? You got the Desert Fox over in North Africa in World War II. And you know how many mythical shit is in North Africa and like that South Arabian area? There is a lot. And I feel like the amount of interesting things you can have going on there is quite extensive. And at the same time, in this World War II arc, we will have a female Remember, the female. We gotta sell merch here. Completely separate, right, from our main dude, right, who's in North Africa, in like the Desert Fox Rommel.
This man out here is concerned over fan service.
So we're gonna get ourselves like a hot Russian chick, okay? And let's say she just got into she's helping out the Americans here, right? But she's gonna be helping on the Pacific Front, which was not very common for Russians, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna make it happen anyways. Let's say they were in a plane, they were shooting some Japs down, and then she crashes, right? She crashes on this island, like castaway type thing. She doesn't have a volleyball though. There's no volleyball involved here. And there's some other people on that island too, right? And one of these like off-brand Japanese islands in that area, right? Like Indonesia, right? And the thing is, right, is there's this monster hunting them down in this island. And of course, this might be, this could be a long season if we want it to, if a chick. And it's slowly hunting them one by one. And it's going to be some insert your mythical monster of Indonesia here. And so, of course, we'll have to choose which one. But I know there's a lot down there. And so she's going to eventually be able to find a way to kill it, right? Kill it once and for all, it's gone. And obviously it might not be the only one, all mythical monsters are just one of a kind. They could be more in like a subspecies, they're just super elusive and rare. And anyways, so she finds that, and she has to go through these islands, killing these mythical creatures once again, that again, the outside world is hiding information from her, and she's going to be able to get in contact with like the Russian special forces, or the American special forces, right? To talk about these monsters. And they're going to go back and forth talking, blah, 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 right? She's going to be like, yo, I just saw Blink. And then the guy might be like, what are you talking about? That's a myth. Those don't exist, blah, 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 right? And she's going to like, maybe find evidence. She'll take a picture, somehow get it sent, and then we're just going to completely shaft her. We're just going to cut her off from every communication and just excommunicado her from the entire military. Instead of her deserting the military will desert her, right, over this knowledge, right? And then maybe she'll get picked up by like a special... the special, or maybe she gets transferred to a different branch of the army, like the special monster killing unit type of monster hunter type special unit here. And again, she's going up, and she's of course going to get to Japan, killing some yokai there. We can actually bring in some yokais in this area, right? And so again, same time, this could be like season 2 or season 3, maybe season 2. She's doing this shit, and then we have the other guy in North America, season 3. Obviously, both of these are happening about the same time. But the thing is, victory in Europe happened before victory in Japan. So you know what that means? That means we can have our boy in victory in Europe be able to go to Japan and then fight the last person with our hot Russian lady. Whoever this end yokai is going to be, maybe some kind of yokai that's protecting the, or maybe holding hostage the daimyo, or someone like Hirohito. That could be. Maybe that's why the war was caused in the first place. Who knows? I don't know. You tell me, Chief. This is just based on reality, not exactly reality, right? And again, the merch is free. The name, the biblical references, and religious, stuff we can put for guns and weapons, dope as hell. The certain weapons we can each of them use, dope as hell, right? Like, again, the possibilities for this show is pretty massive because I know there's not an anime or really many shows at all based solely on, first off, American mythic monster killing, and then afterwards, mythical monster killing in different, like, countries, like North Africa. Like, no one tell me a show, like, it's based on that. None of them. So that's basically the premise of the main premise of that show, which would be, like, maybe 4 or 5 seasons. And of course, it could be longer, to get up after that. You can have a Cold War, you can use any war, you can use any conflict, and you can keep on, adding different characters, different monsters, going to different places, like South America, getting different mythical monsters. Again, there's so many mythical monsters across the entirety of the world, so many of those little tales that are told, that there's, like, you're not going to run out of content really anytime soon. But again, it's really
Monster Hunter, an anime.
Exactly, right? An anime with some dope-ass country dude, hot Russian lady, and like...
You're really making it the selling point to have the hot Russian lady for some reason.
You gotta sell merch somehow. You gotta realize, you don't make much money off the shows, you make the money off merch, Chief. Right? And then you can get the ship happening with the grandson of the other dude, and the Russian lady. See, that's the thing. We want the ship to happen. Because if more ships equals more content, equals more merch, equals more sales. Alright? You have to think about this in a business perspective, right? And of course, this will all connect with our main suicidal office worker, right? And how will this
My
connect?
God.
How will this connect? It's gonna be in like a conspiracy theory book that he had, right? He just loves conspiracy theories. Because again, this isn't leaked to the public, right? Remember, this is all hidden from the public information, right? And so it's just some like Alex Jones wrote a book about this shit or something, right? And he just loves conspiracy theories, and maybe he has like a book about it, or maybe he makes his own show. Because again, I forgot something I forgot to say is with the suicidal office worker, every season is just going to be him making a new thing. So the first one was Eat Car Street Racing, right? The second one could be like, yo, fuck it. I like blank music, whatever music we want him to make. I'm going to form a band. And so he's going to pay people to join a band. It's going to be their way. Am I getting a Snapchat? Hold on, I gotta see. Is that the League of Legends?
Oh my God, that was my phone.
No, it's not. Damn, I can only. But anyways, and so like the second
I
season.
hate that we have the same like notification sound.
You mean the default one?
Yeah, I'm too lazy to change it.
Yeah, it used to be different, but then my phone like got reset or some shit, and it just decided to reset everything. But Suicidal Depressed Worker season 2 makes a band, whatever music they play, blah blah blah. It's gonna be some kind of slice of life, like K-On type beat music, music band, whatever. And that music will make a debut in the racing anime as one of the back racing tracks, and then you'll be like, yo, wait a minute, same person? Right? And again, the suicidal office work again can last as long as you want it to, right? And of course, this man just keeps on making little businesses, keep on doing his own little things. And so let's say he funds a conspiracy theorist guy that thinks he knows about these creatures and tries to prove it. Maybe he funds that guy to make some books and shit. Maybe he really likes it, right? Obviously, that wouldn't be a season on its own, but that would just be its own little like little funny thing, right? But he will be making one show, which we'll get to later. All right, so. Maybe we can make a Wild Western be a show he makes. Maybe not. Maybe he just, we'll see. We'll see how we can connect that one. It can be connected by a lot of different ways. The other one, this one's a little bit more of a stretch, if any of these were stretches, but these weren't stretches. But this one, think of a Truman Show. Think of it as, instead of it being a movie, it was a show. Like, it was a legit just Truman Show anime, where essentially all of these people have their lives, right? And they do jobs. Everyone does these different jobs. And basically, the only source of content and entertainment is watching people do jobs. So basically, every job they do is filmed, and through the film, it gets posted on like the TV, on the broadcast radios. So whenever you're on break or anything, the only entertainment you get is watching other people work. But the thing is, this would be like a funny show, right? So these people might be slacking off, might be doing something completely wrong. So when someone's, changed the channel, they just see some fucking like bizarre thing happening, and they might be watching. That could be its own episode in itself, them just watching the people do stupid things on jobs. Think of it like interdimensional Cable from Rick and Morty, but it doesn't have anything to do with Rick and Morty or interdimensions. Or really the only thing it has to do is Cable. That's the only thing it has to deal with. And so you see all of these different people doing their different jobs, failing at different jobs, and maybe, you have a whack job, like a fucking spy doing his job. Because again, that would be filmed. Every job is filmed and broadcast for entertainment, right? And so I feel like there's something you could do with that, right? It's definitely not a deep show. It's definitely more of a funny show, more of a lighthearted show. That one, I feel like, has something to it. Something interesting. You just need to have a right imagination for that one. But
I don't know. Truman Show is quite a deep show if you think about it.
The Truman Show as a movie is a deep show, but the Truman Show the anime is a very not deep show. It's just a legitimate world where everyone's filmed, instead of a fake world being created for Truman to live in, for everyone's enjoyment, right? So it's like the Truman Show on steroids, basically. Holy shit, can we stop talking in the group work chat? Please. There we go. Put that bad boy on vibrate. Alright, and this is the other one I was talking to Yin about, too. But I just named this one the Man of Iron. Fuck.
Man of Iron. I do remember this. This is so great.
Wrong on here, so that's why it juked me out. Basically, so this man is fed up with it. We got a lot of fed up with our jobs here.
Yeah, we got a lot of people that's just like quitting their jobs, that hate their lives, that want to seek an escape. Like, yeah, everyone just wants some sort of escape.
Yeah, everyone can relate to it. But
I can relate.
My man's like a retail worker, right? And he has to deal with all these fucking Karens, all of these shitty people, right? And he just fucking breaks, right? Like, he doesn't want to put on this fake smile, this fake work ethic, just not give two fucks about these rude people anymore, right? And so basically what he's going to do is, again, but the whole purpose of his show is not giving two fucks. Like, you know, the first time he just has an epiphany, like, I don't care anymore. He fucking snaps. This customer is going up to him, you know, being this big ass Karen, and he's just like, you know what, Karen, shut the fuck up. And like, he just starts going off, and like the complete opposite we should be doing for customer service, right? But because he did that, like some bizarre shit happens. Like, because he was yelling and berating this customer, right? AP shows up out of nowhere by looking for the security cameras and just tackles this guy on the ground. And you know, our main character's like, yo, I was like, so maybe saying like, yo, it's not like he had a gun or anything. And the AP will be like, no, we saw it through the camera. He actually had a gun peeking out. Thank God you held him there for long enough so that we could tackle him and take the gun before he robbed the store, right? And so basically, everything he does when he stops giving a shit will work out in some way. Even if it's like the worst thing, it will work out. However it will. Like, let's say, like, he gets it, you know, like, let's say he hates this guy, he just despises him, right? Again, he doesn't give two shits anymore. He slashes the guy's tires, the tires just go down to deflate, right? And it works out for him, right? The guy finds out that our main character slashes tire and thanks him, saying, yo, if I had gone, I just realized my oil is dripping out of my car and engine. If I had started the ignition, my car would have blown up. Like just like stupid stuff like that, where it's not supposed, like, he was not expecting, he was trying to be the worst, rudest person, the complete opposite, but it just works out for him in the end. That's the entire premise of this show. Again, my comparison is like Vagar from League, but not being evil, more just not giving a shit.
Do you have any more ideas about TV shows? I feel like you have like
he has
billions of
plenty.
ideas.
He has plenty.
You have two more.
He still got more. We discussed it all yesterday.
We discussed
like days before. Yeah, days before.
We did discuss that days before.
Look, everyone's in a Dota tournament watch. Cringe. Cringe. Watch
Dota? What is that?
I mean, we're pretty close to League of Legends right now.
Yeah, that is true, bro. It does say I'm playing League if you click on my thing. Anyways, so alright, so we got two more here. Alright, and so this is the one where this is how this is going to connect. This will connect pretty clearly with our main character, office worker. Oh, I forgot to mention, the office worker being ambiguous on whether he killed himself is kind of like a play on isekais. You know, isekai, you kill yourself or you get killed or whatever, and you show up in a new world completely fresh. We don't know if our main character actually did that or not. And so it's a very ambiguous. You don't know if it's a real world or if it's a fake world, right? Like the afterlife. But you know, again, that's for the viewer to decide on that one, however they want to go. And anyways, all right. So we got the cyberpunk shonen anime, all right, because we needed a shonen anime to fill in our gap here, right? That's something we were missing. And basically, I thought to myself, why not cyberpunk? I feel like cyberpunk is a little bit. It's not done enough in media, I don't think. It's done relatively, you know, like, you know, you got Blade Runner, you got
the Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell for anime, but there isn't too much on it. So what if we made ourselves like a shonen? We needed a shonen anime, right? We don't want to be a basic generic shonen protagonist with basic generic shonen abilities, right? So like Boku no Hero. But so let's hear me out. So what if we got like
Chad?
Yeah, we want a Chad. We want someone that goes in, does stuff for his own, blah blah blah, right? So let's say we got kind of like a Half-Life 2 dystopian world where it's kind of controlled, but let's say, like, you know, the guy in the tower type thing, which is kind of what happened. Oh, sorry, breaking my mic. Like Half-Life 2. What the fuck? I don't even know how my mic fell down.
We have microphone problems on this.
I don't even know how it did that. Hello?
You sound so distant.
I know.
He sounds so far away. It's like he's like at his bedroom door, just like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something to eat.
I might be. Wait, I can't.
You might be.
Talking my microphone.
Your first podcast, and this is what happens.
Wait, why is my
No,
microphone?
he's trying to get scammed. You know, that's still trying to happen.
That is still trying to happen.
I don't. Takes it out of their way just to get scammed.
Yeah, literally out of my imagine.
Can we
Like,
just
shouldn't you just
appreciate the
keep
fact
your
that
money instead of
he's-
like trying to give it to the person who's trying to
he's-
scam you?
I just want
He already gave $10, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He couldn't get through the.
I did.
Oh fuck!
It worked,
Ah,
it worked.
damn it.
$10 did work. It does work.
Oh, okay.
Charge. Getcha.
Now I have to turn down my music just to hear you.
No, you don't, because I'm fixing it.
Nah, I already turned down my music because you're so quiet. Okay, it's like. You just have me just still playing Roblox, to be honest.
Are you
We were
playing
playing
Squid Game?
Roblox earlier, and I'm just playing Roblox still.
Are you still playing Squid Game? just a big question.
No, fuck that game.
Damn it.
No. Now I'm just a bee. I'm just zooming around, collecting pollen, selling pollen, getting newbies. Ah, you lame. Listen, I'm a bee.
Sorry.
You play jazz.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
that
I
bee.
do. I'm
Oh
playing
fuck!
jazz
I ran
right
out of
now.
honey.
Ran out of.
I could
Are you
go
still
play
having
the Squid
problems?
Games game, but it's like I don't know. There's too much Squid Game out there right now. Like too much Squid Game
Exactly.
content.
You gotta be with the
And
trend.
I feel
no?
Not enough.
I
game.
feel bad for like Hosa because he's planning to do like a Squid Game like video.
Oh.
Is it?
Is he? Oh no.
Yeah, so I hope he makes it to the trend of Squid Games, but like also not because I feel like if he doesn't, I think people are like, ugh, gross, Squid Games.
Really?
Or they're like, oh
it's
man,
everywhere.
Squid
It's the
Game.
most popular
I-
Netflix
I
series
know.
ever.
Hear me out. There's too much squid and not enough game. That's all.
Yes.
What is this?
Not
Diatus?
enough death.
Did I fix
You
it?
know who should have been in Squid Games?
Joe?
Oh, please. please.
No, Belle Defeat, because she just
Bro.
played with it.
You right. Okay, I think I fixed it.
Wow.
Alright,
We're really breaking down barriers from the east and west.
we should. Bro, I hope Elvin gets the Squid Game. I'll tweet her right
It dies.
now. I will add her. I will tweet her right now.
That's second season, bro.
Well, where's my Twitter?
Dude, but I feel like second season's gonna be so good, but also so bad at the same time. Like the first season made me cry and then angry and cry again. Like, what is this
Oh,
bullshit?
it's because of what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, because of what happened. Moshi Moshi?
I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone that hasn't watched it. Okay.
No, yeah. I'm just saying that I
Yeah,
cried.
I'm not really interested in Squid Game, so I don't really care.
It's okay. It's
It's
honestly,
okay.
it's okay.
I watched all of Squid Game. I spelled squad. Squid Game. Fuck, I can't. I gotta capitalize every word to make it look aesthetic. Bro,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
wait, no. Oh, no, yeah, no, it's fine. I watched all of Squid Game. Comma. Where? Oh wait. Wait.
I watched the whole Squid
Wait,
Game
should I
season
not
in
even
one
put?
day.
I won't even put a comma. I'll just.
Yeah,
put the
don't
word
put
comma.
comments. Just keep
No, I'll
going.
put the word comma.
Oh,
I'll
what are you
spell out
doing? Stop
comma,
it.
C-O-M-M.
Yeah,
You
stop
know
it. Don't
what
do
you
that.
gotta do? If
I
you need a
watched all of
video
Squid
for
Game
this, like,
and
thing,
didn't.
play Squid Games on Roblox. There we go.
Bro,
That'll
I
be the
watched
video
all of
background.
Squid Game and didn't see you or your squid.